Okay, hi all. Welcome to the HPB BCA webinar. We will be briefing on the SWAB registration system. Okay, just some admin stuff. So all webinar participants are on mute setting by default. At the end of the session, participants will have the opportunity to ask questions to the panelists and speakers moderated by myself. Before asking a question, you may click the raise hand button on the toolbar. We will unmute your microphone and please ensure it turns green before speaking. Alternatively, you may click the Q&A button on the toolbar and type in your questions. The Q&A session will be conducted at the end of all presentations. So just a short program. I will go through what is the SRS system, and then HPB will take over by doing just a short demo, and then we'll follow by the Q&A session. So what is this SWAB registration system? It's actually an online system for employers to register for each employee's SWAB appointments. This provides flexibility for firms to book appointment dates for the employees. The timing will also be automatically allocated by the SRS. Each employee will be notified by SMS once the booking has been confirmed. So this pilot session is for firms, and they can access the system on 4th July, which is tomorrow at 12 p.m. to register for the SWAB appointments from 6th July onwards. The pilot will run for 2 weeks, involving 150 firms and over 10,000 workers. So firms will be able to book 14 days in advance, excluding 10th of July. Once a worker has been scheduled, the worker will be automatically scheduled for subsequent appointment in the next cycle, unless the worker is absent, is suspected to be pool C positive, or has contraindications. After the first 14-day cycle, the worker will receive the confirmation SMS with appointment details and a reminder. For missed appointments, employers need to go into the SRS to reschedule the worker based on T+2. For example, if he missed today's appointment, he will need to, the employer will need to go into the SRS to book 2 days later. And employers will be able to view appointments on the SRS system. So details for the SRS account creation, only one SRS login per company UEN. I think all companies have already sent us your details. So there will be a unique SRS login email address for each company. So in our email, this was the details, a sample of the details that you have provided to us. The booking confirmations will actually be sent to the company email address. For workers fin and details, they will be pre-populated. So firms will be able to select SWAB appointment sessions for workers who are residing in cleared dormitories with the clean nominal roles, and also the workers who are residing in HPB and PRPs, which have been applied through the Rebuild SG system. So for the pilot, the selection of regional screening centers, there will be 2. For workers that are staying in dormitories, Penjuru should be selected as the swabbing center, whereas for those residing in HDB and PRPs, there is the F1 paddock. For the number of workers that employers will be able to book each day, for larger firms with more than 280 pax, the maximum number of workers per day will divide by 20. For example, if you have 400 workers, the number of workers should be divided by 14. So if you have 280 workers, you will be able to check, you will be able to select 20 workers each day. For firms with less than 280, the maximum number of workers will be 20. These are the list of cleared dorms which will be on the SRS. So this deck of slides will be provided and sent to all the participants at the end of the briefing. So we will move on to HPB's SRS demo from here. So HPB colleagues, can you take over, please? Thanks.
Hi everyone, I'm Eugene from HPB. So I'm just going to bring you through the mock-ups of the screenshots that you will see when you log into the SRS from tomorrow onwards. We also prepared a deck as a user guide for company admin people. So we have sent it to BCA and they will share it with you guys in time. So once BCA creates an account for you, you will be receiving an email with the password as well as the link to access the SRS portal. So the email will look something like this. So after you click on the link and then you will access the login screen, as you can see from the slide here. So you will just key in your email address that you provided to BCA with the passwords that is indicated in the email. After logging in, you have to key in an OTP which will be sent to your registered mobile number via SMS. And because it's your first time logging in, you'll be prompted to change the default password. So before you can proceed. So you just need to key in all the necessary fields and then save it and move on to the next. So once you have changed your password and move on to the next screen, you will see this dashboard. You've been given the role as a company admin, and you'll be able to see the list of your employees that are required for the SWAB test. So this list is provided by BCA as well as NOM. And when you see the screen, the default listing is actually around 200 people per page. And thereafter, you can proceed to make bookings for your employees. I'm just going to move on to some other information. From that screen, you can actually filter the workers, the status of your workers, according to whether they have been scheduled, whether they have an appointment, or whether the appointment has been cancelled. All right, so that you can see the different status of your workers. At the same time, at the bottom of the screen, you'll be able to see the Valence Quota. This is the number of bookings that you can make for that day that's remaining. So you will not be able to exceed the maximum capacity that has been allocated to you, and this is allocated by BCA according to the formula mentioned earlier. So I'm going to go through how you can make appointments either for individuals or as a group using the bulk booking function. So for individuals, as I've already mentioned, in the screen you will be able to see all the workers who are eligible to be swapped. And then on the right end of their names, you can see the schedule individual appointment function. And so if you want to schedule an appointment for an individual, you just need to click on that. And then you see this prompt whereby you will then select the date as well as the site, the swap site that's allocated to you. Thereafter, you just need to click submit submission, confirm submission, and then the selected staff will be notified of the appointment via SMS, which you can see an example on the right side of the slide. So once you go back to your employee list, you will be able to see that an appointment has been booked for that specific person at which particular swap site, the date, as well as the time of the swap. Okay, now move on to the bulk appointment booking. Essentially, it's the same screen again, but instead of clicking schedule appointment for the individual, you go to the bottom and click on the bulk appointment booking function. Then the next steps are exactly the same. You will choose the date as well as the site. And thereafter, you will click yes to confirm submission. And for bulk appointment booking, the company admin will receive a message saying that you receive an email with the bulk booking confirmation, and at the same time, the individuals will also receive the SMS to confirm the appointment. And then when you go back to the main page, same thing, you will see the status of the worker stating the appointment that has been made, the time, and the date as well. So what happens if you have made an appointment and for some reasons, work reasons, you have to cancel the appointment? On the main screen, you will be able to see change appointment or cancel appointment. So for cancellation of appointment, just need to click on that cancel appointment function. And then when the window pops up, you just need to confirm yes, that you want to cancel the appointment. And an SMS will also be sent to the person to notify him of the cancellation. So this is the confirmation window that you will see. And at the main page, once again, you can see that the appointment has been cancelled. So changing an appointment is almost similar. Instead of the cancel appointment function, you click on the change appointment function. And then they will prompt you to select the date, new date and venue that you want to schedule the worker for swabbing. And once you're done, the changed date as well as venue for the swabbing will be reflected on the main screen as well. So if there are any questions or difficulties faced when you're trying to access the SRS or trying to make appointments, you can actually go to the help, need help function at the bottom of it. And then there are some information on who to call or email regarding your query should you encounter any difficulties. All right, that's all for HPB sharing. Can BCA colleagues take over?
Hi, okay, so now we'll be going through some of the questions that has been asked. So one of the questions would be, do you need code pass to log into the SRS? So actually, you do not need the code pass to log in for SRS. The login information has been sent to us. If you have not done so, please send it to us and receive the invite through the emails that we sent out as well. So the accounts will be created, and I think HPB has also shared that you will be receiving the password from once the account has been created. HPB colleagues, I think the question will also be when will the accounts be created? Yeah, thanks.
We have actually informed via WhatsApp of the BCA colleagues that you can start creating the account from tomorrow morning onwards for the companies. And thereafter, the companies can log in to make the appointments from 12 PM onwards.
Okay, so thank you. The accounts is for company, is based on the company and not on the individual. So each company will have a single login to the account. So if you look at the slide, this slide, the login will be HPB's SRS login email address. Okay, moving on to the next question. Maybe this one is also for HPB colleagues. Will we have access to a summary on the number of times a staff has gone for the SWAB test?
The answer is no. There won't be a summary per se, but you will be able to see the past appointments that the employee has been scheduled before.
Okay, the next question by Angel Liuk. Can only have one account user per company? Yes, this is correct. There will be one account user per company, and this single login, it can be shared, but only single login at a time. How frequent should testing for a worker be? So currently, the testing requirement is every 2 weeks. For workers who change their phone numbers, you will need to update this in the MOM's OFWAS system to make sure that the worker receives the SMS on the new phone number. We also have a question from Eric Tan. So I am working for the main contractor. Can I apply on behalf of the subcon? Currently, is for this pilot is for selected companies, and the subcons would eventually be on the system when the pilot is over. Mason has a question. Will there be any results, positive or negative, from the testing? So HPB, will you be able to share this?
Currently, there won't be any results shown in SRS. So any C-class workers will be informed via BCA to companies.
Thank you. Sorry, how about negative?
No, so no results at all communicated through SRS. And I believe it's BCA's prerogative whether or not results will even be communicated at all to companies.
Okay, there's a question on since there's only 20 packs per booking, does it mean that we need to count backwards? Okay, maybe I will explain again on the number of booking per day. So for example, if it's a small firm, the maximum we can book a day, if there are less than 280 workers in the system, you can book a maximum of 20 slots a day. However, if you have more than 280, for example, if you have 400, the maximum that you can book a day is 400 divided by 14. Another question, will we be able to print out a list of appointments? HPB, please, thanks.
It will be in the email.
Another question is, will there be multiple administrators allowed? So there will actually only be one administrator, but you can share the login across your different sites, but only one login at one time. Okay, we'll start addressing some of the questions if you have raised hands.
Mouse over there.
Andy Chang, you have raised your hand. Can we have a question? Okay, maybe it's a mistake. Jermaine.
Hello.
Hi, yeah, we can hear you, Jermaine.
Okay, good. I just like to check, right? In the event, right, the staff need to be retested because of a non-conclusive swab test. Do we have to make the appointment via the online portal? Second question, after they have gone for a retest, can they continue to start work on the next day, or they need to wait until a 4-day period before they can get back to work?
Okay. One of your question is the worker can the worker continue working while waiting for his swab test results? Correct?
Yes, that is for the second retest, because like we have scheduled them for a swab test. So they came back with an email notification that they need to go for another swab test because the swab test was inconclusive. It showed neither positive or negative. So we need to arrange for the worker to go for a retest. So I need to ask, in the event we have sent a worker for a retest, can they go back to work on the same day or the following day? Because the current practice is such that after our workers has gone for a swab test, they can resume back to work on the same day.
Yeah, this is Alice from HPB. On the second question, with regard to whether the worker can go back to work after the reswab, the advice is that after the reswab, the worker should continue to self-isolate until the result is out before the worker can go back to work.
And may I ask, sorry, how long would the result be? In the event, no news is a good news, right? So if assuming on the following day, they do not hear from Health Promotion Board, then it's good to go back to work?
Our guideline is between 2 to 4 days.
Okay, noted.
Actually, for results, we send.
Next question from Ann Wong.
Hello. My question is very simple. We already got arranged swab test by MOM. So what is all this about? Do you want us to still register? Or we register those workers that hasn't been arranged by MOM? Or what?
And maybe I will take this question. Okay, for now, MOM is arranging the swab test for dorms which have yet to be cleared. This
Right.
SRS is for those who will undergo the routine swab after the dorm has been cleared, or they are staying in HDB and PRPs.
So this will include all the site staff as well, whom MOM is not arranging for the swab test, but MOH had arranged for the swab test. So do we still do the registration? Because my site staff has gone for swab test twice already, which this is being arranged by, I think, MOH. While my worker who are residing in the dormitory, this part you have already clarified. We were registered all our worker when they had cleared dorm. Am I correct?
Can we check for the work for your employees or staff which are scheduled by MOH? Where do they stay?
Yeah. HDB and private properties.
For the appointment emails for the swab, for your staff staying in HDB and PRPs, they were BCA, correct?
Yeah, it's continuous already. So
they will be on this. They will be on this SRS system.
Oh, okay. So we will still register.
Yes.
And the SRS system will show.
Yes. So
okay.
When you log in, you will see the details of your staff.
Oh, okay. Okay, understood already. So for the workers, we will have to wait till the MOM clear our dormitory.
Correct.
And we will register them under this system.
Correct.
Any deadline that we have to register them? or is open, we can do it as and when our dormitory is cleared.
From tomorrow onwards, you can log in after the accounts are created to book the appointment
You'll
for
be
the workers
open.
and staff.
You'll be open from then. Okay.
Yep.
Clear. Now it's clear. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks.
This is Wai from BCA. Just to add on to that question, right? This is a pilot test. So far, we only uploaded those workers or individuals who are actually eligible for SWAB for the next 2 weeks. So you won't get to see the whole entire list of employees, but those due for swabbing in the next 2 weeks. Thanks.
The next 2 weeks is everybody. Okay. Marjorie Key.
Hello.
Yep, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Good afternoon. Thank you. Just now there was a question by Jermaine regarding inconclusive result. Do we book our reswap via this SRS? Can you hear me?
No, the answer is no. You do not book your reswap via the SRS.
Okay. Thank you. And then my second question, we're halfway through our third swab test. So do I now have to use SRS for the rest of the staff who have not received appointment date for this third swab test?
Can I check for this third swab test? Where are your staff staying?
FCD.
Has the FCD been cleared?
Yes.
If the FCD has been cleared, they will be on this system.
Yeah, so, I know. Because so far, this the swab test is arranged by BCA for us. So right now we're in the middle of the third one. So moving forward, do I use the SRS to register for the rest of my people who hasn't gone for the third one? Who hasn't gone for the
yes, you will use the system to book appointment slots.
Sure. Okay, thank you.
Satish, you want to ask your question?
Yep, can you hear me?
Yep, can hear. Go ahead.
Okay, just following up with the inconclusive results, we are expected to wait 2 to 3 days before returning to work. On that note, I have many of our workers are actually essential workers, and we are carrying out essential or rather critical maintenance works daily. These are all public works. So if a group of my workers, let's say 20 of my workers were to go testing today, and if for the next 2 to 3 days without getting their results, they are unable to return to work, that's going to bring about a problem because we are doing public works. So how is that going to be resolved?
Sorry, Satish, you're talking about if the results are inconclusive, correct?
Yeah, because just now you're saying if a worker tests and 2 to 3 days until his test results are out, he's not supposed to be going to work. Am I right?
Yes, for those who are inconclusive, they are not supposed to go to work. They're supposed to be.
Yeah, that's right. So because a large number of my workers are actually carrying out critical maintenance works as part of a public works, you see. So if let's say 20 workers can't go back to work for the next 2 to 3 days, then public works, some of the critical public works will be on standstill. These are daily maintenance works.
Maybe I take this question as well, Satish. I understand the public works are important, but if the workers has been put test and is inconclusive, there's a chance that actually he may have actually gotten the virus, and hence it's critical to actually to keep him isolated till the results come out. It won't be so unlucky that every swab of your workers all will get inconclusive results.
No. But because if let's say I have about 50 workers, or let's say I've got 100 workers available, and on a particular day I put 20 workers, all these 100 workers may be are actually carrying out works all over Singapore.
Understand.
And all of them are under LTA, you see.
Yes.
So if that being the case, 20 workers will be unable to carry out their required works for the next 2 to 3 days.
Is it possible to not to send your 20, but a number which is able to actually go on a SWAB while the works are carried on by your other workers? 20 is just the max. It doesn't have to send the max number of 20 per day, lah. Yeah.
Yeah,
but spread out
maybe send the maximum number of workers, then we may end up having that we may not able to qualify 14 days for every worker, you see.
Satish, maybe I add on from there. The inconclusive results is not the majority.
Okay.
So most of the cases actually will come back as a negative. So your workers will be able to continue work. Only those who are found to be inconclusive will have to stop work during that time. But from what we have seen is a small percentage.
Yeah. Does that mean that all of my workers who have, let's say they are tested today, tomorrow they can go back to work?
Yes, they can, if they are negative.
Okay, so their results will be out the very moment, is it?
The results will be out between 2 to 4 days.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm saying. That means within that 2 to 4 days, before the results are out, they cannot go to work.
For the first test, they are allowed to continue working unless the results come out as inconclusive or proved positive. Once they are conclusive or proved positive, they have to go for a sequence swab.
I see. Understand.
They are not allowed to work.
Understand. So after the first test, they are still able to go to work the next day. I see.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, Satish.
Okay, sure. Ken, thanks.
All right. Next, maybe we have Angela Chia.
Hello.
Yep, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, my question is, what happens when we log into the SRS and we find that there's workers missing from the list?
Drop us an email. We'll see how to why this person is missing from the list. One of the reasons could be because the nominal role from the DOM operator to MOM has not included this worker in the list. Yeah, we will need to do some back-end investigation on that.
Also need to clarify, this pilot test only include workers that are actually eligible for swabbing for the next 2 weeks. It's not perpetual, all your workforce will be inside. Just for that 2 weeks. We're actually doing pilots, so it's a small portion of your workers that required swabbing will be in this pilot test.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks.
Hui Chi Ng, you can ask your question.
Yeah, okay. I just want to ask if this will apply for employees staying at GSF. So for example, our employees stay at the GSF and they have been cleared by the FAST team to work. So previously, BCA did not arrange swab tests for this group of employees because they are under GSF. But from our understanding, there are no swabs arranged by either MOM or the interagency task force at the GSF they are staying at.
The workers they are referring to essential workers?
Yes, and they have been approved to work and cleared to work by the FAST team at the GSF.
For this arrangement, MOM and GTF will actually arrange the swabbing, so they will not be on this SRS system.
Okay, so there's no issue if, let's say, there's no swabs being arranged for them at the GSF?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, that will be all. Thank you.
Can we take the next question from Sharon Ng?
Hi.
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay. I want to ask that is this system for locals also? Because I have RE and RTO who are locals, they are not residing in the DOM, and me myself also as a QP supervision. So can we use this system?
Yeah, the Singaporeans and PRs will also be included in this system.
Okay, so I would say that consultants, that means everybody from the built environment, and regardless you're Singaporean, not Singaporean, you can use this system lah. So tomorrow I will check the portal because I've already gone for my first swab test. So my name is supposed to be there, right? I can book for my second one.
And fill up the.
Okay, one point of clarification.
Yeah.
For all these consultants, they have to come through the Rebuild SG system.
Oh, what system is that?
Restart application.
Restart. Yeah, we have already applied also. My contractor
if you have
has
already applied,
yes,
it will be
yes.
captured.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, next question from CETO.
Hi.
Yep, hi, we can hear you.
Okay, regarding just now, I think some of them actually talking about the unconclusive test. So actually the second test, if let's say is unconclusive, you all will publish the result, right? Because my contractors workers is not received any result so far. I think they have tests for last Tuesday.
For the test that's arranged by BCA, okay,
Yeah, correct.
Conclusive or put positive, we will inform you.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's negative, you will not get a reply.
I see. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
Next question from Chris Niap, BTech. If not, we move on to the next question by Jonathan Lee.
Hello.
Yep. Okay.
Hello. Hi, can you hear me? Hello. Hello.
Sorry, maybe Chris, you go first.
Oh, okay. I just like to check with you, right? Because you say this is a pilot system, correct? And there's only a certain group of employees that is being uploaded into the system. And the SRS is meant only for those dormitories and those workers who are staying in HPB or private premises. So all these workers are eligible and they're uploaded into the system. I have actually workers, right, who are actually admin staff. They don't go on the work site, but she has been scheduled for doing the swab test. So does it mean that she has to go for the regular swab test if she's only doing administration in the office?
Okay, Chris, if you have employees that don't need to go for the swab, you can actually write in to us and we will remove them from the system.
Okay, so basically workers who are working in the office do not have to go for swab test, right? I just want to confirm that.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, next question is, right, for all those employees, right, who are at the government's decanted facilities, so those are not actually in the system, but once they are moved back into the dormitory, right, will you actually automatically upload those eligible staff into the system?
If they are moved back into killer dorms, then yes, they will be captured in the system.
Okay, so does the system actually keep a record of the swab history of the workers?
HPB, do you want to take that?
Hi, this is Esther from HPB. No, we don't keep a history of your swab appointments.
Oh, okay, so we don't have actually a swab history record of our employees then. Am I correct in the system?
So you will only be able to see, so for example, in the first cycle, if your workers actually came and attended for the swab appointment, the worker will then be automatically rescheduled in the second cycle on the same day of the week at the same site. It's just at a different timing.
Okay, but the history will not be kept.
Yeah.
It's only the most current.
Yes.
Okay. Just now when you're doing the presentations, right, I saw that when you book an appointment, right, you can choose the date and site, but you cannot choose timing. Is that correct?
Correct. Timings are automatically allocated by SRS.
Oh, so that means because we have scheduled, like for example, daily we have scheduled for the works, and we want to choose a timing where the employees can go for the swab test. So it cannot be done in the SRS system, is it?
Yeah, for this iteration of the pilot, we won't be allowing companies to choose timings.
Okay.
So you only be able to choose the site as well as the date.
Okay. So another question is like, how about workers who are staying in the TLQ? Will they only be eligible for this system only when they are moved back to the clerk dormitory?
Chris, for those in the TLQ, okay,
Yeah.
if the clear dormitory, they will be in the system.
Okay, so that means those in the TLQ will only be in the system when they are moved to the cleared dormitory, right?
If the TLQ is already cleared, it will be on the system. So all cleared dormitories, which includes PBDs, TLQs, FCDs, TOLQs, they will be on the system if they are cleared.
Okay, so this information is actually on our MOM website where we can see the list of TLQ that's been cleared. Is it?
Yes, but currently for the pilot, we will send out slides to show you which TLQs be on the system.
Okay, all right then, thanks.
Okay, thanks. Jonathan, you wanted to ask your question?
Jonathan, I just want to find out, okay, because we basically have most of the SPAS worker staying in HPB, then they already gone for the swab test. So do I still, from now onwards, do I need to use the SRS to do the booking for their test, or already scheduled for second time, third time, you know? Hello?
Sorry, could you repeat that, please?
So what I mean is that we have mostly all the S-Pass holders. Some of them are in the construction site and also local Singaporeans. So my understanding is that they already gone through the first round of swab test, and also they have been scheduled. Some of them are scheduled for a second time. So is it from now onwards I need to do the application to book their swab test?
Yes, that is correct.
Then that means that tomorrow when I log into the portal, I should be able to see all the my company staff that has been arranged for swab test inside the listing, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, maybe we take one last question from the floor. Oh, sorry, three last questions. Rebecca Tan.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep, can hear you.
Yeah, okay, so I'd like to check. Just now previously, you mentioned that the list of appointments will be sent to the company's email, right? So after I registered, they will send an SMS to my worker and also an email to the company's email. Is that right?
HPB colleagues, you want to confirm that? Esther, are you there?
Hi, this is Alice from HPB. Yes, an email will be sent to the company email after the bulk appointment has been made.
Okay, so that's only for bulk appointment, is it? What about the individual ones?
Yes, an individual one, the email will be sent to the company email as well.
So it's sent to the company's email and not the email that we, the HPB SRS login email address, right?
It's the email that you provided to BCA.
Yeah, because we provided two. One is like sort of the company's POC. The other one is the company's email.
The login. The one for login. BCA, can you please advise? Because the system will just send to whichever email you key into the system. So it's BCA's prerogative.
Okay.
Hold on, let me go back to the slide.
Yeah.
Okay, so
right?
these were the list. These were the list that this is the list that you guys have provided. Okay, for the login email address, that will be your login ID.
Okay.
Okay, and the company email is the one below. So the booking confirmations will be sent to this email address, the company email.
Okay, so all the HPBs, all their confirmation and the list of appointments will be sent to this company email.
Yes.
Okay. Then, sorry, just one more question. So let's say on tomorrow, right? So we log in and then there'll be a list of workers, let's say 50, which are eligible for this pilot test. Then, so we just need to register for this 50, or will you add in more workers and then we must register again for them?
When you have more workers from cleared dorms, they will be added to the system.
So I must keep checking, is it, or will there be any notification that more workers have been added? Then I'll go log in to check.
HPB, can you take this, please? Thanks.
No, there will be no notification when new workers are added to the list.
Okay, so we have sort of like we need to check after every 2 weeks of the swab. It's not like if my worker has been swabbed for more than 2 weeks, I need to check that their names are added, is it?
Can I clarify something, HPB colleagues? I remember there is this reminder to actually tell company that what are the workers actually due for swabbing. Is my understanding correct?
No, there is no reminder to, okay, there is a reminder. It is an SMS reminder for workers who have already been scheduled. And 1 day before, they will be sent an SMS to remind them to go for their swab appointment. And that is the only reminder that we send out.
Okay,
thanks.
So we have to go log on to check diligently lah, is it?
Yes, for now you will have to log onto the system in order to see the list of workers eligible.
Okay, can. Thank you.
This will be an interim situation, so we understand that all the dorms will be cleared by August. So by then, all your workers will be on the system.
Okay, can. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. One question from Joey Tan.
Hello, hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I'm trying to check with you, mentioned just now about the company email, right? How to change that? Can we use the same for the login and email, company email?
Yes, that is possible. You just drop us an email and we will attend to it.
Sure. So
the BCA_DOM_SWAB_APP.
Okay, can. One more question. For workers, right, those recovered workers, are they required to go for swab test? And how about the workers with serology test positive result?
For
so
those,
there are names in the list?
Okay, for those who are recovered workers, they will not be on the list and they don't need to be swabbed for the next 6 months from the recovered date. For those who are positive or batch inconclusive, they will be taken out of the automatic rescheduling.
So if let's say their names are not in the list, we are not required to email in to add their name in, correct?
For recovered workers, yes.
Yep. Okay. Can.
Names into the system.
Sure. So for this UEN, right, it refers to the company, project UEN or individual UEN? It's tied to the project.
Company UEN, not the project ID.
So that means in the same project, right? If let's say we got employees from different companies, then it only will show under the project. Or
the workers will be tied to the company UEN. So if you have, so for a certain project, if you have workers that's not under your company, they may not be on this pilot if they are not selected.
okay, can. Thanks.
Okay, we'll take one last question from admin. If your username is admin, you can ask your question. If not, we'll move on to Sentil. As Sentil, you can unmute and ask your question.
Hi. Hello?
Yep, we can hear you, Sentil.
Okay, for the inconclusive results, do we need to isolate the workers?
Yes, you will need to.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. There was also a few questions that you guys have written in. So we'll compile the most frequently asked questions and we will send it out to you guys as well. Okay. From the panelists, any other things to add?
Yeah, I have nothing to add. Good luck tomorrow.
HPB side, anything to add?
No, we have nothing to add.
Okay, thank you very much for joining the session, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.